we turn our attention to the subject of cylinder storage. All cylinders that are not in use, including empty cylinders, must be held in a designated storage area. The cylinder storage area must display all relative safety prohibition signs, such as no smoking and no naked flames, and naturally these rules must be strictly obeyed by anyone entering that area. Adequate and operational firefighting and emergency equipment must be situated in the proximity of the store. Entry into a gas store area must be restricted to authorized personnel only. Gases in store must be grouped according to their hazard classifications. Where flammable and oxidizing gases are stored in the same storage area, they must be separated by a minimum distance of 6 meters, in compliance with standard safety legislation. Alternatively, flammable and oxidizing gases may be separated by a concrete firewall, having a minimum half-hour fire rating. All cylinders in the store should be kept in an upright position and secured to prevent toppling. It is good practice to seal off cylinder valve openings with plastic dust caps. Cylinder valves of flammable and oxidizing gases should be positioned to face away from adjacent cylinders. This precaution eliminates the risk of other cylinders being heated should one leaking valve accidentally be ignited. The cylinder valves of all the cylinders in the store must be firmly closed. Although it is not an ideal situation, cylinders are often stored in the open. This is acceptable, provided that cylinders stand upon a level, concrete base, and, where possible, are provided with some form of shelter to protect them from severe weather elements. It is considered a bad practice to allow steel cylinders to stand in wet or muddy conditions, which will cause corrosion to occur. Never cover cylinders with tarpaulins or plastic sheeting. This practice is dangerous, owing to the possible accumulation of gas pockets from leaking cylinders. Empty cylinders must be marked as being empty with the word empty or the letters MT. Empty cylinders must be stored separately from full cylinders so as to avoid confusion. Never store an empty cylinder with its valve in the open position. An open valve will cause atmospheric conditions to contaminate the inside of the cylinder. If for any reason a valve has been left open, then your gas dealer must be made aware of this. Place a label bearing the words "valve left open" upon the affected unit. Gas cylinders should never be stored in close proximity to any heat source, such as, for example, boilers, as heat can result in excessive pressure buildup in a cylinder. And, for the same reason, liquefied gases should never be exposed to ambient temperatures above 50 degrees centigrade. In the case of LPG, it is highly dangerous to place a cylinder upon or against a heated surface. This foolish practice has been the cause of many tragic accidents. Never store or place flammable gas in close proximity to a general work area, especially one in which sparks, flame, or other sources of ignition are present. This demonstration serves to illustrate just how easily a fire can be started when basic safety precautions are ignored. Remember that the purpose of a gas store is to store gas cylinders only, and must always be kept clean and rubbish-free. Do not use a gas store to store any other products, especially flammables, such as solvents, paint, oil, or fuel. The general condition of the cylinders within the store should be checked on a regular basis. Of prime concern is the possibility of leaks that can result in a hazardous atmosphere. Leaks are most usually discovered on or around the cylinder valve area. Small leaks can readily be detected using leak detection fluid or soapy water around the valve as demonstrated. Pay particular attention to the areas around the valve stem, the cylinder neck threads, and, where fitted, the safety devices. A leaking delivery outlet may simply mean that the valve has not been securely shut. If, after checking, the leak persists, then mark that cylinder as being faulty. When you discover a leak, then that cylinder must be removed from the store and placed in an open and adequately ventilated area away from the workplace. Faulty cylinders must be returned to your gas dealer, preferably bearing labels that indicate the nature of the fault. The disposal of any cylinder, no matter what its condition, is the responsibility of your gas supplier. The dumping of any commercial gas cylinder is an illegal practice, and in many countries constitutes a punishable offence. All cylinders, upon your request, whether empty, damaged, or in any way faulty, will be collected by your supplier. Gas cylinders are potentially lethal devices, and it is your responsibility to handle and to store them in a safe manner so as to reduce the risk of a very serious gas-related incident.